What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy HeadhunterNick, and today we're going to be reacting to Carson Beck highlights. If you saw my last video with Shedeur Sanders, be sure to check that out. Drop a like and subscribe on that one. Basically, what I did was just watch the video of the highlights and then analyze whether or not they're actually a good quarterback. So this one's Carson Beck, the next one will be Will Howard. Oh, and if you have seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I am a Georgia fan. So I'm basically going to try to look at this through a neutral lens and not try to be too biased either way, but, you know, shit happens. So basically, we're going to just check out Carson Beck here and see how good he really is.
Couple minutes ago, brings him out. His numbers sensational on the year.
Play action pass. Beck was looking deep.
Great protection by the line. Good throw. They made it as easy as possible for him.
For the come from behind win. Faked it to Edwards. Man wide open. It's Bowers. Taken down inside the 40.
See, with that throw, I know he does have Brock Bowers. I know he was just trying to get the ball there to him because it's a tight end on, kind of a streak route. I would say try to lead him more because you know how fast Brock Bowers is. You can still throw a dart and lead him, but if he kind of had to slow down and come back to the ball, and that ultimately led to him getting tackled in that situation. But I feel like if he leads him on a throw, that definitely helps out, and it's easily a touchdown because out of the 3 Kentucky players I see there, not a single one of them is going to be able to catch him, catch him while he has a 5-yard head start. None of them are going to catch him from behind.
Averaging more than 10 yards per play on their first 2 possessions. To the end zone, and it is incomplete.
After video review, it is a touchdown.
That's a good throw.
Tempo,
even better
third
catch.
Down and 5, movement along the line. Looks like it's going.
This man has all day back there.
The ball is caught by Rosemy Jackson. First down conversions. Very important player on third down.
Easy pitch and catch. Now, with that throw, because you're already by the goal line, that's when you can kind of do those lob passes. I think it's, when you have about 30 yards of space, I say lead him so that way he can just run into the ball and not break stride and be able to make it into the end zone. I understand playing it safe in that situation. Nothing wrong with that at all. But and maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my own personal opinion. I would like to see him just lead his receivers a little bit more on those little streak routes, his tight ends on those streak routes. That right there, because you're already in the end zone and you don't have much space to work with, that was a perfect throw.
For the Georgia touchdown. 3 possessions, 3 drives, 75, 82, and 95, and here they come again.
See, just like that.
How did he get so wide open?
He had an open man. He led him with the throw, and after leading him with the throw, he got busy. He was able to be Brock Bowers. So that's why you like to lead your receiver, especially when you have a talented receiver core, as Georgia did in 2023. When you look at the tight ends and other receivers they had, you lead those guys, they're gonna make magic happen. So just that simple, honestly.
Passed his career high of 338 a couple of weeks ago against UAB. Looking for his 4th touchdown pass to the half.
Oh, Brock,
goodness,
you gotta catch that, brother.
Scholarship away. Each team with all 3 timeouts.
Take
Kentucky brings a
scholarship
blitz.
away.
Deep drop by Beck, and Rosemy Jackson, another big play. On 3rd down and 9, Beck, quick throw, caught.
Good back shoulder.
Beautiful throw, threw it in the perfect place for Ra Thomas. Touchdown.
See, you could also tell that he has a connection with his receivers. If you notice, if you look close enough, and it may be different for me because I watched every single Georgia game religiously, but it's almost like he has a different throwing style for each of his receivers.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like, he throws in a way that fits the particular receiver he's throwing to. And, for example, on that, like back shoulder. Like, yeah, it looks like just a regular back shoulder throw, but he threw it in a manner where he knew, like, he knew his receiver could get that. He knew his receiver was going to make the play, and you can just kind of tell the, you know, the connection he has with his receivers. And there's other quarterbacks in the country that do the same thing. When you look at them, even Shador, you can tell with his receivers and running backs, he throws a certain style to each and every one of them in a manner that fits them, because that just comes with chemistry. That just comes with, you know, constantly throwing, constantly working out, constantly throwing to your receivers. So naturally that just comes about.
Powers is wide open. Touchdown. Down at 6.
The man has a year back there.
And fires on the run and throws a strike. 40-yard line. Second down and 8. Play action. Beck comes up, fired on the sideline. Oscar Delp.
I forgot Oscar Delp made that one. That was, yeah.
You can't replace Brock Bowers. 18-yard one-handed grab to the 20.
Oh, just so you know, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Brock Bowers played in this game. So, yeah, he's missing a guy.
Beck looking for more. Throws complete down to the 5-yard line. It's Lad McConkey.
That's a good throw. Only his receiver was able to get to that.
Muse in motion. Beck, look out from behind. Got the pass away. He threw a strike. Lad McConkey. McConkey. Touchdown, Georgia.
Okay, I don't want this to sound like too much glaze here, but pause if necessary. If you look at this throw here,
Muse in motion. Beck, look out from behind. Got
it's like he threw it kind of behind him, because he knew where all the open space was. And look where all the Florida defenders are. They are exactly where coaches tell quarterbacks to throw the ball to lead their receiver. Hell, the shit I was just talking about a second ago. But I also mentioned how he throws to certain players, you know, throws to each of his receivers in a slightly different manner. He threw this ball kind of behind him. And now this could have 100% been an accident. But if you look at the way the defense is set up for Florida, they are literally in the path of Lad's route, but he throws it kind of behind him, so he was able to kind of like pivot out and just take off.
McConkey, touchdown, Georgia. 41 yards.
Nah, I can kind of tell from that celebration, he did not mean to do that shit. He was too hyped to go to that receiver and start celebrating. He did not mean to do that.
On CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Carson Beck all day to throw. Fires on the run. Love it. Dominic Lovett down the sideline and out of bounds and around the 10. Georgia with a trip bunch to the left to Beck. Throws across his body, and he got it to McConkey again. Lad McConkey. Little shift to the left. Still running. Big gainer for number 84. Here in the final half minute of the third quarter. And the lob to the corner, and it's a touchdown to Dylan Bell.
He saw that safety. There was a safety literally coming across to make the hit. And instead of like kind of throwing it like on a straight dot, he kind of throws like a fade ball, so that way he has time to adjust without getting his receiver's head taken off. And that's something a lot of quarterbacks need to work on. Like, and I get tired of like these casual fans bitching and complaining every time there's a hard hit in football and blaming the defender for it, when 9 times out of 10 the quarterback should not have thrown the ball, or B, you know, should not have thrown the ball in that direction for them to get hit. You know, that was a good ball there. Like, yeah, he still got hit anyway, but if he kind of leads him with it, you know, you're looking at a possible injury that could occur because of how hard the hit would have been. Like, once he got hit, he was able to like he was already secured with the ball, secure, you know, basically with his body, and was able to absorb the hit better. But reaching out and taking the shot, because trust and believe, as a safety, those are the hits we live for. When receivers are reaching out for the ball, when coming up to smack you, that's some shit we live for. So that was a good ball there, because the safety couldn't make a play on it. He already had the corner beat.
Perfectly thrown ball by Beck. His second touchdown toss of the day.
I like that.
Second and short throw, near side, catch made by Ra Thomas, the transfer from Mississippi State. Beck worked that direction, nobody open, comes back over the middle. And the
I don't think that was a good throw, no.
Who slips a tackle, offers a stiff arm, and is dragged down at the 11 by...
See, that one was not a good throw. He threw it behind him, but luckily his receivers are a hell of a lot more talented than Ole Miss's DBs. Because had this been a better football team, don't get me wrong, Ole Miss is good, but had those been better DBs, this play doesn't happen. He throws it behind him, and because his receivers are, it looks like every last one of his receivers have this one thing in common, and they are good, you know, after the catch. They're good at picking up yards after the catch, and that was basically what Ra Thomas did there. Made the catch and was able to get upfield, and basically just showed that he was better than the Ole Miss DBs.
Trey Washington, first round pick, is back in the mix tonight. But the dog is getting healthy. Beck off the play fake, right down the seam.
That's a dive. That one was a dive.
Bowers and McConkey. Watch how the safeties are impacted by 19. Watch how they go to the middle. They want to take him away. Two safeties take him, opens it up for McConkey, and he throws it.
That middle third safety did a piss poor job on that play.
Nice job at the stem of that route, pushing him a little
He's
bit
got to be,
outside.
that middle third got to be quicker than that.
Off the play fake, Beck launching downfield to McConkey, who comes back and grabs it. McConkey jitterbugs down to the 2-yard line.
See, it's like, that's not a good throw. You know, that's supposed to be a touchdown, but Lau was able to adjust and make a few moves to, you know, just keep it a positive play. A better ball makes that a touchdown.
Thrown, but McConkey found. Catch made.
That's a good throw.
And Lovett gets down. That's inside the 30. A little twitch here, a little speed.
Yeah.
Back off the play fake, right down the middle. Rosemary Jack Saint makes the catch and is slung down at the Ole Miss 40. Back injury was the issue that cost.
See, that's another thing. He goes through his progressions too pretty well. Goes through his first reads. And then you can see how his eyes and, you know, you can see his head turn as he's looking downfield, scanning for receivers. Now, one thing I will say about Carson Beck is when he gets to the NFL, that motherfucker needs an O-line, right? He needs an O-line because if you look, what is the common denominator in these videos, in this video versus the Shedeur Sanders video? Shedeur Sanders did not have an O-line, so he had to roll out a lot to make some of his plays. Whereas Carson Beck has the best offensive line in the country. And, I mean, look at him. He back there. He has a year to look downfield and go through his progressions. And while he can run a little bit, he never really feels the need to. I mean, look at this. Nobody's in the backfield. All right, he's getting ready to get rid of the football now. You see the arm cocked back, getting ready to throw. Nobody is in the backfield. Now, I know Ole Miss sent a 3-man rush, but if you watch the whole video, teams have sent blitzes. They've sent 5-man rushes, 6-man rushes, and still, like, I'm not talking about, you know, Carson Beck kind of got out of the pocket. I'm talking they didn't get in the backfield at all. So that's something to look at.
Early in the season, and now Lovett running free. Dominic Lovett.
And stuff like that happens. He has so much time back there to where, you know, and here's the thing as a DB, you can only cover a receiver, zone or man, you can only cover receivers for so long. You know, that's why your D-line needs to get a pass rush, and they can't get it against the Georgia O-line. So receivers just have all damn day to, you know, run their route and get open because the DBs can't cover a receiver for, you know, they can't cover a receiver for 5 seconds. You know, that's just not going to happen.
The Rebels 25.
Well, that's where they attack.
Beck escapes, has plenty of space. First down, a lot more.
There you go. Way to get down.
Down at about the 40. On third down, Beck looks down the middle. There's Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Dogs.
He also needs a great tight end too.
Lovett settles in on the right. Back here comes a blitz. Fires. Got an open man. Completeness. Rosemy Jack Saints. First down, Georgia. Carson Beck. Good pocket. Good throw and catch. First down at the 40-yard line. So got it to Ra Thomas. Now it's second down at 8. Beck to throw. Got it complete. Dylan Bell. Touchdown, Georgia. The bottom of the screen and now in motion. Maybe the fastest player on Georgia's team.
I mean, look at all that time he's got.
Beck throws down the sideline to guess who? Brock Bowers. First down at the 11. 6th and long. Here they come. Beck gets rid of it and caught by Bell. Dylan Bell.
That's a good catch.
What a game he's having. See at this point. Beck deep middle. And Rosemy Jackson has got it at the 5-yard line. In motion. Beck comes the other way. Throws to Bowers. Touchdown, Georgia. And the Tennessee 34. Here comes the blitz. Beck throws. Dylan Bell again.
See, that's why you lead your receivers. He was able to pick up some more yards. Yes, he got tackled. It wasn't a spectacular highlight play. But most importantly, he led his receiver in a manner where he can run into the ball and pick up yards. And that's all these NFL scouts. Well, that's not all the NFL scouts are looking at, but that's a big thing that NFL scouts are looking at.
That's the problem.
Carson Beck's got 2 touchdown passes today. Looking for another. Throws it complete. Rosemy Jack Saint, number 3 on the day for Beck. Touchdown, Georgia.
Here comes a Jackets blitz, well picked up by Edwards. A man is open. It's Lovett with the touchdown.
Good throw. He had his DB beat, so.
Blitz from deep doesn't impact Beck at all. And there is Delp. Down and 20. Blitz off the corner. Back pressured. Takes off running. Carson Beck.
As they keep motioning people around. The play fake, a little stumble by Beck. Throws it on the run and throws a dart to the back of the 10.
Oh, man.
Carson Beck near his own goal line. Look out. Now in his own end zone. He's got to get rid of it. And it is caught by McConkey.
Absolutely great receiver play. He should 100% never do that, though. Or he needs to stop that shit because, like I said, go gets a good enough team. That shit gonna get picked off. Now, I know Bama does end up winning the game. I know. It was a painful day for me. But, you know, you go against a better team because overall Georgia was definitely better than Bama. Played terribly, and not to mention this was a Mike Bobo masterclass. Georgia fans would definitely understand what I'm saying with that. But, yeah, definitely does not need to make that throw. Got lucky that he had Lab McConkey on his team. So
he's lined up in line as a tight end. Carson Beck and complete. Got it to Marcus Rosemy Jack Saint for the first. Beck in trouble. He's going to get the first down and dives forward. And Kendall Milton in the backfield, but it's Beck to throw on first down. He's going to air it out long. And Arian Smith has got it at the 20-yard line. That's how you get it going.
let's see.
Beck to throw on first down.
Same play.
He's going to air it out long.
He has to lead him with that throw. All right. If he leads him, he doesn't have to adjust, which causes him to fall. If he leads him with that throw, you know, I can definitely see that being a touchdown. If it's not a touchdown, he's down, you know, inside the 10. That throw just has to be a better ball.
Arian Smith has got it at the 20-yard line. That's how you get it going. Beck Into some traffic, and he tucked it in there. Beautiful. Beck.
That was definitely a good throw.
McConkey at the 1.
A slant type play against Malachi Moore. Play action pass. Nobody defend.
Quarterback sneak. Touchdown.
Goes fast. And with the extra point, it's a 3-point game.
But man, they got their back against it right now with 4.5 minutes to go and down 10. Beck. Down the middle. Got
Good
it.
throw.
Complete.
Good tackle.
Makai Muse.
Another one of those guys they use.
Georgia going hurry up as they got it to the 26-yard line. Beck back to work. Carson fires in the middle. Got it. Complete. Brock Bowers.
2nd and 10. Beck with time. And he goes on a deep crosser to Rosemead Jack Saints. Complete for a first down. 14 yards to Dell. Beck again with time. Downfield shot. And into the hands of Dylan Bell. He has emerged as a big-time contributor this season. Beck on 2nd down. As Bell fights for it and gets it. Another great play by Dylan.
And by the way, before y'all start, all you Florida State fans out there who continue to complain about this game, just know we beat you by 60, right? 63-3 was the final. Our starters were until halftime, 35-3 lead. We took them out. And think about it now, that's 35 points. We scored 63. All right. They evened it up on y'all. They scored 28. They were a touchdown shy of literally tying what the starters did. You got beat by 60 with your backups in, right? Why y'all think it was going to be any better if y'all had your main guys in? Because here's the thing. Yeah, we beat you by 60 with your second team in. But we beat you by 45 plus with your starters in. So, I mean, that's ultimately what ends up happening. Instead of getting beat by 60, you get beat by 40. So, take your pick there.
Bell.
They're looking to add 7 points more.
Sprint right for Beck. To the end zone he goes, and he's able to find Lovett for the score. 18, topping their
42,
own
my
record.
bad. But, yep, that's going to be the end of that one right there.
We don't believe in a cookie cutter approach to career growth.
That's going to be the end of the video right there. Yeah, basically, in my opinion, I do think Carson Beck is a good quarterback. He ultimately benefits from a really good O-line. He has so much time to go through his progressions and think through everything to where it's very hard for him to make the wrong decision because of how much time he has. Now, in the NFL, obviously your own line ain't going to be that good. Your own line's not going to be keeping people out the backfield for, 5-6 seconds on a consistent basis because they're blocking professional edge rushers. Yeah, they're pro linemen, but they're blocking professional edge rushers and other pass rushers, blitzing linebackers, defensive tackles, any other blitzers coming in. So I feel like his decision making has to be a little bit quicker. I know he does benefit from the O-line. He overall really needs to what's the word I'm looking for? He ultimately just needs to lead his receivers. He needs to improve his arm strength a little bit. I know he's so concerned with making the right throw and the accurate throw, but there was about 5 or 6 throws in here that if he leads his receivers, those were easy touchdowns. And there were plays where he got bailed out. He throw a ball behind somebody, and because the receivers were so good, that it was easily a touchdown. Now, Georgia, while they do have a good receiving core next year, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be as good as what you had in 2023. So his throws need to be to near perfection with the receiving core he has coming up in 2024 if Georgia wants to have a good offense and go for a national championship, especially when you have Mike Bobo as your offensive coordinator, who is great in the regular season, but will try his hardest to shit the bed in a meaningful game, in a playoff game, any type of game. And before y'all, get started, because I know a lot of y'all who aren't Georgia fans want to say, well, Mike Bobo's a really good offensive coordinator. Yes, he is during the regular season. This is Mike Bobo's second stint as an offensive coordinator at Georgia. We remember 2012 in the SEC championship game against Alabama, where, you spike the ball, you have a chance of beating Alabama going to the national championship in 2012. But 11 years later, he runs a fucking reverse, backed up at like 15-yard line. He runs a reverse against Alabama. Obviously, it gets snuffed out, and stuff like that makes an impact on whether or not you win the game or lose the game. Now, there are other factors in there as well, but when you do have an offensive coordinator who is going to try to fold you at times, that just means your play has to just be exponentially better. So I do think Carson Beck is a good quarterback, in my opinion. It's hard to argue who is a better quarterback in the country than him. Now, when I say better, I don't necessarily mean more talented. I mean, he's on the best team in the country. He makes the plays where he needs to be, and he's ultimately a big reason as to why they're the best team in the country. Do I think he's the most talented quarterback? No. But maybe these other quarterbacks y'all suggest to me in the comments, I'll check them out, and maybe I'll find one that is, ultimately more talented. Obviously, there's some that I just know off the top of my head, but when I start going into the highlights and analyzing what they do, I'll definitely probably give my opinion then. So be sure to drop some other quarterbacks, or hell, I'll react to other positions as well. So just drop a player in the comments. I'll react to them and analyze their highlights to see, are they even good. So this is a little series I'm starting, and without further ado, just be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch y'all for the next one.
Put up with that mighty cake, bitch, that mighty drink. Right now, fire is up now. You bound to die. I just woke up, got bands today, got rest today. Put up with that mighty cake.